So how y'all feeling today? You know, it's a nice day out here where we're at. You know, sun's out, not too bad weather. I like sunny days. Y'all go for walks. Walks are the best. You know, gotta go ahead and breathe from your diaphragm. As the one recommendation I can make people today, I feel much better whenever I breathe. You know, in your nose and out your mouth whenever you go for a good little walk. Like, you know, take not a long walk, maybe take a couple of steps after you get through eating or before. You know, help the food metabolize
It's
a little
cold.
bit. Yeah. So,
Breathing with your diaphragm.
with the topics of the day, we'll run through them real fast, and then we'll hit each one individually. Uh, rest in peace to Prince.
Real talk. Real talk, cause that was pretty crazy.
Rest in peace.
First off,
The GP, the national GP, we talked a little bit about it, and economics a little bit more, and Black Wall Street, a little bit of history, and the NBA dogs hit a little bit of that, and hopefully we'll get some comments from you all to discuss some things that you have to say on the website. We're looking,
yes, we are looking
anticipating
for
a
y'all.
lot of feedback. So,
Man, as my as my homie right here said, rest in peace to Prince. Bro, what you think? What you
so
what
suppose
you feel about that? You know, how you feel, about Prince's death and really the autopsy. How you feel about the recent autopsy?
see,
A little bit.
I'm just upset that the results aren't out. I don't understand why it takes so long for the results to come out for things that, you know, it's science. At the end of the day, I guess they would like to put, or people would like to put it, it's just basically science, and it doesn't take 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It might take a while, but they're just prolonging the process to cover up something. That's all it seems like to me, to try to cover up something.
Real talk, but for everybody, Prince, I know most people know already, but man, dude, he was a great man. He did a lot of his own stuff. He did a lot of his own work. Man, actually, if y'all go check that out on the drill, it actually talk about all the albums that he done did solo album.
Yeah.
But
I made some Purple Rain.
I used to hear it. Man, start off by leaving a comment first. That's what I want everybody to do. You got to, man, in Prince's autopsy, they said the only thing they said about Prince's autopsy that was actually anything like a lead on anything. I don't even know if really it was a lead, but they said that it didn't look like he killed himself. It didn't look like he committed suicide. That's the only information on the autopsy so far that I've seen. But I don't know why you would say something like that though, that he didn't kill himself. I mean, I don't think anybody was. I don't know the people that was very close to him, or the most of the people that you see on most of the people that you see on the media or the people that you see on the TV that was actually friends with Prince. They didn't say he seemed too unhealthy before anything went down. They didn't. They actually said he seemed like he was doing all right. He didn't look bad. So
But why do they tell us in the media, and why do we think that he had the flu? See, because I've been hearing that from a lot of people.
I feel you. I've been hearing a lot of flu symptoms. Uh,
Yeah.
but actually, did you see? It was man, I forgot dude's name. It was an interview. It was on CNN today. They was talking on CNN, and it was a friend of Prince, and he was actually saying why. He was actually saying why why Prince was doing these last few concerts and stuff, and what he was doing them for, and basically what he was saying. Basically, he was saying Prince was trying to help out a lot of people, and he was trying to actually do a couple of concerts. These lately concerts, he was trying to actually raise money. Cause dude, I mean, I want y'all to actually all go read that. I mean, go see that interview, man. I gotta find that, but it's on CNN. I think you can, but nah, he was talking about all the work he's really doing just right now, and it was live on CNN. You know, he said Prince wasn't really allowed to talk about all the good doings that he was doing because of Jehovah's Witness, but yeah, it was actually pretty good. You know, he was going on about it like he was like, man, I just can't help it. You know, I gotta let people know that Prince was actually trying to do good for a lot of people. Man, I don't know. It seems like a lot of bad stuff happens when somebody's trying to do a lot of good. That's crazy. But not close. Oh no. Yeah, boy, you good. Even.
It's crazy, man. How I don't know. It's just crazy how we were discussing the other day. Some artists will end up, or some people, period, will be murdered to do something, or they'll die the same type of way. Like you said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to just letting people know. I don't know the biggest. I'll say this. The biggest, the last three, because they said I seen a picture. Somebody was like, we lost the king, which was Michael Jackson. They said we lost the queen, which was Whitney Houston, and now they lost Prince. That's what they were saying a trinity. They said they're losing a trinity. But man, why is it that these musicians, not every musician, just big name musicians, some big name musicians, they get found dead, at a young age. Like they just get found dead. It seems like before they die, some of the biggest names, not too many people was around them or anything. They were just, I don't know. It's That's a weird thing. Not saying there's too much into that because it could be a lot of possibilities, but also, shoot, man, just weird that yeah, musicians, they they were all just found dead. What y'all think about that? Being found dead versus like we talked about activists. How activists maybe activists like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they weren't found dead. They were assassinated. Yeah, like they was killed straight on the spot. Like you might not know who killed them, or you might, but you know that they were killed by somebody, and it's crazy to see like black leaders or just people with great influence over a whole black community, how they I don't know how they end up dying sometimes. So yeah, think about that. That's something to think about. How do you feel about that? Shoot.
It's news to me. He doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Man, and what do you feel? Yeah, man, that's crazy. Cause Prince, man, I seen him talking in the interview. Man, he was talking about a lot of stuff that goes on, and man, he was really just a good dude. Really, he was just a good dude. He did a lot.
Dude was bossed up.
Man,
Wrote all his music and man did all this stuff. He fought for the rights to his music back for a minute.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, real man. He gotta be more like that, bro. Just all around. Black Wall Street. Oh,
I'm talking about these comments, bro. I'm telling people to comment.
man.
Let's see. Let's get on Facebook real quick. Let's get on Facebook. But man, what we gonna Black Wall Street?
GDP. Here's what the GDP.
GDP.
It'll
Okay,
be more
cool.
like Prince to move into the Black Wall Street. We'll hit that later. But the GDP.
Okay, yeah, that's
One
cool.
need.
Let's get the GDP. Let's get the GDP going. First of all, letting y'all know, if y'all don't know already, GDP is gross domestic product, and man, what really makes what they use to calculate GDP, and that's really how they calculate. Well, gross domestic product is how they calculate the economic activity is going on in the whole country. Well, in countries, that's how they determine your economic status. So the GDP is let's see, the GDP is consumption, all the goods, natural resources, durable goods and non-durable goods, all the goods that we use collectively. It uses that consumption and government expenditures, which is government spending. Anything government funded is also another factor that they use. They use what word do they use? Investment. Really, when now you hear investment, it's probably like stocks and bonds, but it's not just stocks and bonds. Really, anything that's making money, anything that they put their money into and make money. Anybody. Uh,
Investopedia says, put simply, GDP is a broad measurement of a nation's overall economic activity.
exactly. Economic activity. But for GDP, man, the U.S. it leads the GDP. The U.S. actually leads GDP across the whole global scale. China's second. U.S. and China, they're actually almost in leagues of their own. Kind of like, man, U.S. and China as far as GDP, yeah, U.S. was at probably 17 mil. According to that, it was yeah, get on the World Bank. It's probably about 17 mil, and China was they down. It was millions. It was just it wasn't 10. It wasn't close. But another interesting fact, across the global brands. I mean, any brand you can see anywhere. The top 10 of them are American brands. What do you what do you feel about that? Is that really? I don't know, bro. Do you think everywhere people go, they just see American stuff? But why, when we out here, everything seems like it's made for China?
From another place, exactly.
Like, what's up with the? Like, is it just brands or our faces?
I feel like our stuff could sell anywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It depends upon what it is. Something produced here could sell anywhere. It's just a matter of quality, man.
yeah. We got well, it was popular brand, so I guess popular. I don't know, man.
How much y'all gross though, man? That's the only thing that's
He
important.
said, "What's in the pockets,
How
bro?"
much do you gross? We have to gross more. We gotta Gucci try. I don't know. The younger generation, the older generation, we don't necessarily speak to so much because we can't,
Well, then,
yeah,
not helping us.
we living in the time now. We living in the times now.
We
We
can't
working
help.
on our grossing right now, being gross, but yeah, as we learn in our own ways. I was gonna say that Gucci tried to explain that. Remember that song, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross. Things is gross, but very important. People really, sometimes don't even understand how to calculate how much they gross, which is something completely different. We might not have to calculate a GDP for ourselves, but calculate how much you gross, you can't forget to account for your expenses. Applying it to the GDP, there's the consumption and how much we consume. So that applies to food and other resources that we use that we can't get those back. Those aren't in those funds. Those funds are just spent and they're gone. Way. We don't necessarily have government spending, but we have investments, which are things we can put our money towards that might actually make it flow back to us, which is what we invest in more. And then you gotta keep your expenditures at a certain, level, which is kind of a bit, it's not exactly, I guess it wouldn't be the exact same thing as consumption, but expenditures are, probably a lot, utilities, insurance, things that are needed to keep progress, maintain progress, stay in good standing in the environment and with, the economy.
Man,
But,
bro, tell me this, man. You got a good money saving tip, bro?
I don't.
Man, I got
I
y'all,
need
man.
money saving tips, man.
I mean, I don't know, I'll say this. Every matter what, even if you go over, budget yourself. Like, literally, not budget the day. Budget yourself with a set amount of money that you should spend. This might be new to some, not at all, but budget yourself with a certain amount of money that you should spend because you will start wanting to only spend that. If you go over, you will start only wanting to spend that money that you have up. So you should, learn something and have a fixed amount for that single day. You know, each day you go out. But I don't know how everybody's pockets looking. But that's something to try. If anything, because we all say, let's see.
Y'all have time to take a look at the daily drip page. We were
Yeah, man, get on the daily drip, man. Get on the daily drip.
I had so much trouble pronouncing her name, bro.
Nzinga, yeah,
Lasagna Brand. Her last name is Brand. Well, yeah. Anyways, but yeah.
Sorry on the pronunciation if we are wrong.
Our apologies. We mean no offense to anyone. And we don't want to be. Yeah, we're promoting for free.
Yeah, we just let you know what's up. Shout out to
what's up. Yeah.
Mrs. Bronze, but
so
tell me about it.
Yeah, the people in the Georgia area that are aware, she is being honored for the 2016 International Film Festival. She had produced a film called Queen Discovery, a young girl's journey to Africa, a young girl's African journey to find her greatness within. Excuse me. So kind of a long name, but A Queen's Discovery, a young girl's African journey to find her greatness within. I'm assuming, well, not I'm assuming, but she went on a trip with a nonprofit organization to Ghana, Africa, if I'm not mistaken. She was inspired greatly, so that's what's up. Produced the whole film, and she's 16. She's a high school. About to, not even in college yet,
Black Hollywood.
Produced the whole film, man. Black Hollywood, yeah. So moving into Black Wall Street. Well, who's around that lived in the Oklahoma area during that time? That's what we really want to get to. That's what we're reaching out for. We want to call y'all. We want to take a trip from where we are to come visit you all, and we're going to treat you all to dinner. And we just want to absorb knowledge.
On life though, show can have steaks on meat.
Knowledge, man.
Steaks and shrimp. But for real though, Black Wall Street, that was a really actually a good time. It was a good time closer to the Great Depression, but it was a good time for black people, and it was getting I don't know, man. Why? Wait, let me look up something real quick. The official start of the Great Depression. I don't want to.
It was like 1920s, man.
I want to say 1929. Yeah, it was 1929. Okay, so if the Great Depression started in 1929. All right, man. So the Black Wall Street was right before the Great Depression. And isn't that not kind of crazy? How after you take out Black Wall Street, a Great Depression comes shortly after. I'm not saying, but there's correlations in some things sometimes, bro. And it's
I feel like there are no coincidences in life. Yeah.
like I don't know, a prosperous time for black people, and then they want to destroy everything. Why is it that when black people try to do something on their own, why is it when black people try to do something on their own, why do we get stopped as a people? Like, what's the what's the war, man? What's the true war? If you leave a group of people alone, man, I don't know, I might sound crazy, but what's the true war, bro? If we minding our business, why can't we get people to mind their own business? Is really what I'm trying to say, man. 'Cause, that's wow, it's crazy, man. Black Wall Street. It was too much wealth going on. It was too much wealth going on for a group, man. They got families got their homes burned down, bro. Their whole place got burned down, and now it's not really a Black Wall Street like it was back then. There's no such thing. Do you think celebrities, and not even celebrities, but do you think, not to be real, man, do you think people are scared to try to start up another Black Wall Street, or cautious? Not even scared, bro, but cautious.
Definitely. One of the two, a bit of both, most likely scared and cautious because it hasn't happened yet. And when is it gonna happen? What are the sights and what are the signs? I mean, people are trying in their own right, but we don't hear about it, which is the problem. And if you're afraid to communicate about it, no matter what's making you afraid, it's hard to get things really going and out there. That's what we're having trouble with ourselves, getting things out there. I mean,
Really?
working around them adversities of life, But yeah, man, we just all gotta attempt to be our own bosses, man. If we can just, I mean, even if we can even, what's happening, cousin? How you doing?
So,
I said,
live
I'm
guest.
streaming. We live streaming. Yes,
Yeah, you live on the
kinfolk
screen.
for forever. Yes, we
What's up to the
network.
kinfolk? What's up, streamers?
You 2 hours away from me. Y'all coming where I'm at? I'm out here. Oh, where you at?
So yeah, man, leave comments. Leave comments because
You going to my mama house?
I want to talk about. Yeah, I want to talk about some
We
things,
in
man.
Garden now.
Man, need to
I'm
get
not
off the
even out
phone. We over
there
here
in
playing.
area right now.
Nah, bro, you good, bro. You good. I'm just talking.
I'm out at school.
I don't even know. That's me.
That's my kinfolk, man. Yeah, we out here
How
on the
you
yard.
doing?
You don't know that, but you gonna come see us out in the yard, yeah. But
Dang, that must
I'm
be a
gonna call
brief
you back
intermission.
on this. I can call you on this.
It was a brief intermission, brief intermission.
Alright,
People, like I said, we live streaming, so it's raw, it's real. I'm tripping. Hey man, just for people to know, if anybody didn't know, my birthday was yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And I was feeling good. Feeling real good, so just know it was my birthday, man, and I've lived 21 years of good life.
Birthday, homie, shout out you.
Thank
Y'all
you, bro.
sippers out there, you know what I'm saying? Take a sip.
Woo,
saying?
take
One-
2 of them,
Two for him
Yes,
and one
it
for
is.
me, because I'm not leave. It's all good, though.
Hey, nah, it don't matter, bro, cause the legal drinking age in other places, man, you can be 18 in some countries and drink. Just saying. Not saying anything. But money. Bro, let's talk about the money, bro. 2020, bro. What you think, bro? What you feel about Man, tell me. Well, for those of y'all that don't know, or for those of y'all that don't know, Harriet Tubman, Marian Anderson, Sojourner Truth. Um, those were the three black women. Yeah, those were the three black women. I can name the white women. I can name about two or three of them. I just don't remember right now. But it's going to be a new group of women on the bills. Harriet Tubman is going to be on the 20, on the front of the 20. They said Sojourner Truth was going to be on she was going to be on the 10, her and some other people. And Mary Anderson, I heard, was going to be on the 5. It was going to be on the $5 bill. She's a beautiful lady. I should look her up if you don't know. She's beautiful. But what you think about? We'll just say that so far. What you think? Do you know? What you think about Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill? What do you think about all three of them being on the $20 bill? Just to start it off like that.
It's not enough. I don't know. I mean,
I believe.
things
Right.
are just done to cover up and make people just say, "Oh, okay, well they did this, so we'll turn the cheek, and be okay, and be happy about nothing." Because I mean, we don't have any money, so we're not gonna be able to see a whole bunch of Harriet Tubmans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And the
still
money's
broke.
worthless. Money's almost worthless. Like our dollar isn't valued at too much of anything, and it's just I don't know. The thing is, on the Harriet Tubman, on the Tubman 20, the Tubman 20, you gonna see Harriet Tubman on the front, by herself. That's cool. But on the back, still gonna see Andrew Jackson on there. You still gonna, and he gonna be by the White House. So I mean, when, how many bills, that we use in America right now with the president on there, and they got a whole team of people in the back with him, or like how many bills with the president or anybody on there, the bills that we use right now. How many people that they have anybody really in the background? I mean, on the back of the dollar doing anything. It's like if you gonna give Harriet Tubman the bill, and that's the headlines that they use. That's what I'm saying. They use the headline: Harriet Tubman will replace Andrew Jackson on $20 bill. But if he's still gonna be on the back, why are y'all just using the headline? Like, I feel like that's just the headline, and it's it's weird for the fact that it's weird for the okay, but it's weird for the fact. Shout out to y'all for being on the site.
Yeah,
Love all y'all. We know y'all high, and y'all gonna comment in.
It was live on 420 on there.
They was turning.
On 421 too.
Got the go.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, real talk. Dang, I forgot the Tubmans. The Tubmans. If Harriet Tubman was a slave, she freed herself, her and the people that got free. She put together the Underground Railroad. She helped put it all together. Why would you put Andrew Jackson, who in his lifetime the man owned over 300 slaves? Why would you but where's the symbolism? Where's the connection? Like a woman who freed the slaves on the front of the bill, and then you'll put a man who owned slaves on the back and was the president. So I mean, I don't know, like what.
Then
I just believe shit
bad about people for smoking weed and they crop weed like a month,
Man.
Like man.
They're gonna legalize marijuana
Anyway.
5 to 10 years, still. I won't say too much about that because I know they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
But what's
Little
your
comic relief in there?
Nah, I feel you,
Some
nah.
serious shit.
Because they will.
You know, NBA playoffs, man. What's happening? Who
Man,
NBA
the Warriors.
playoffs.
Warriors, they did lose. They 2-1. But y'all already know, man, that man Curry, it's too much. The man is fired. Hot fired. But I know the Pacers, I think I was just watching the Pacers were winning.
Yeah, the Pacers are winning.
The Pacers look like they about to win this
Yeah.
game too.
181. You say the Thunder's game is
Who going to the
tonight.
finals?
Yeah, 3 games.
Man, I say it's gonna be Warriors. Man, you think it's gonna be Warriors versus Cavs again?
Man, the Warriors versus I don't know, man. I would like to see something crazy, you know, like the Celtics come out there and shock some people. The Celtics are an explosive young team. I seen, you know what I mean, you know, a lot of good young talent out there we like to see do something. But man, Steph and them, they gotta be Steph and them, and they're not playing. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing. At all. They come out there busting them things, knowing. But I mean, then too, I wouldn't mind, you know, if that man James Harden got him something going, you know what I'm saying? That man James Harden. Shout out to the H-Town, Texas, Houston, Texas.
Woo!
Houston, Texas, Houston, Texas. We all that didn't hear me, you know, people that know what's up.
Yeah, let them know, Z.
Texas, man, I ain't around there, man, but shout out to the state, man. But games going on tonight, sure y'all already know. Heat and Hornets game 3 at 4:30. So wait. That's tomorrow. Games tomorrow. Games today. At 7 is the Thunder and the Mavericks. Game 4. Excuse me.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Go check out my new blog. Go check out the gallery we got. Long J. Shout out to Long J, bro. He got some on Twitter. Long_J with 3 O's. He got some pretty cool photo editing, man. Doing his own photography thing. You know, y'all should go check that out.
We won't hit y'all with the longest string today, man. I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we'll catch y'all later, you know what I'm saying? HYT News.
We appreciate that y'all that logged on.
Already, man.
Man, check me out, man. I ain't gonna stunt, man. I was thinking about